Texas primary is in the books, but many are concerned about polling places in the state. This after some voters waited in long lines, some waiting several hours to place their votes. And the last voter in line at Texas Southern University in Houston didn't vote until after 1 this morning after waiting 7 hours in line. Here to talk about this is Travis County GOP Chairman Matt Mackowiak and Amanda Gnaedinger, Deputy Director of Common Cause Texas. Thank you both for being here.
Sure.
Thank you.
Matt, what do you think is behind the problems in Austin, Dallas, and Houston?
So I think it was really two things primarily. Number one, you had some number of election judges who were signed up and ready to go to help conduct the elections who kind of got spooked due to all the news coverage of the coronavirus, and they were afraid of showing up and perhaps becoming sick. Of course, we don't have even one confirmed case of coronavirus in Texas right now. We had some that were brought into San Antonio from Asia. So the risk is extremely low. But that created, I know at least in Travis County here in Austin, a 2-hour delay in the morning. The county clerk here in Travis County said at the end of the night, when you have a lot of people getting off work and showing up and you have long lines, there's just nothing they can do. They don't have an ability to scale up the last 2 hours. They have a limited number of machines. They have limited space in these voting locations. They have limited number of personnel. So, look, it's an outrage. No one should wait 7 hours. No one should wait 1 hour to vote. And my hope is that people who unfortunately were forced to wait for the primary runoff in the general election and going forward will take advantage of early voting, where I voted in less than 10 minutes on, I think, the second day of early voting.
Yeah, that's very popular. Amanda, what do you think about, was this just a one-time thing because of coronavirus? Or if not, what can be done to fix it?
Well, we're seeing there's a lot of different reasons why lines occur at the polling places. What we're seeing when there are multi-hour lines across the state is that this is a larger systemic issue where the state is just failing to invest in its election infrastructure. When we have better trained poll workers, more poll workers, as well as new updated machines, we're going to see these lines kind of reduce.
Will voters shy away from the polls in November, Matt Mackowiak, if after seeing something like this?
Well, I mean, you're going to see, I don't even know what the number would be, 5 or 10 times as many people vote in November as did in the primary. So this was a good test run for these county election offices to figure out how they can scale up, how they can move people through more quickly. We do have new voting machines in large parts of the state. Here in Travis County, we got new voting machines. It's possible that with new technology came some delays and some challenges, but the personnel have been trained. The parties have been trained on those new machines. We did a training in one of our county party meetings a couple months ago that went very well, that has a paper backup system. So yeah, you never want anyone to feel like they don't want to vote because it would take too long. And again, I would encourage people to take advantage of early voting. It lasts for 2 weeks, both in the fall and in the primary. It includes a weekend. There's early mornings, late evenings, weekends. Everyone can find a convenient time to go take 10 minutes and vote early.
Amanda, if this is the case again in the general election, do you think something like this could actually have an effect on the result?
I think what's more important to look at is that we're seeing a renewed voter enthusiasm across the state. And so we are going to see these lines again, but we won't see the same sort of issues that we saw in the primary because things like joint primaries are not a thing in a general election. So really, we just need to do a good job across the state, including organizations like Common Cause, as well as the state itself, in educating voters about the things that Texas does well in voting. And that includes county-wide polling as well as early voting, which we encourage everyone to take advantage of.
One other really quick thing, Mike. We have no straight ticket voting in the fall, and so people are going to have to vote individually by race rather than voting one party and leaving. That is going to make it longer when a person gets into the voting booth and is voting. So all the counties, Harris County, Dallas County, Travis County, they're going to have to considerably up their game for the fall.
Okay. All right. We've got to wrap it up. Amanda, Matt, thank you both very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.